Hello, leader. Are you thinking that to grow, you've got to hire someone that seemingly would be your twin? That's a common thought amongst business owners who reach a level of growth where they're delivering all the high caliber services, meaning their signature services, and likely the highest priced services. So they're struggling to find time to complete the actual leadership tasks required to keep the business running. So they end up tucking into their laptop after the kids go to bed, instead of tucking in to a great night's sleep. Cloning yourself is not the answer, and today I'll share with you why you need to look broader than your own skill set when you're stacking your team. Welcome to the Stacking Your Team podcast. I'm your host, Shelley Warren. I've worked with so many business owners over the years, and they all have the same secret to spill when we first meet. They have team troubles. Yes, it's a secret they've been keeping for a long while because most of their peers and family don't believe them. You see, from the outside, everything looks fabulous. They've built a wonderful reputation, a strong following of delighted clients and customers. They've created a brand that resonates with people, and the proof is in their revenues. But the truth is, they're struggling to lead people, and they've pretty much been around the block and back with team turnover. They admit that they're proud of the small business they've built, and yet at the same time, they're so tired of trying to grow without an agile team who are happy to work alongside them. They know that they need a team, but not just any team. And just like you, they're ready to learn how to lead in such a way that fits their perspective as a woman who owns a business, runs a second shift on the home front, and wants to create a legacy for their family and community for years to come. So let's hold hands and jump in together with today's episode. Welcome back to the podcast. Let's start today with a reminder that the team that got you here may not be the team that will get you there. Have you been listening to those gurus who are telling you that the only way to grow your business is to find a clone of yourself, throw lots of money at them, and then hope like heck that they stay? Cloning yourself is not really what you need. You do not need to hire your twin. Instead, you need to hire someone who has a complementary skill set to yours. Why? Because as you build your team, you've got to think both about what the business requires today and what it will need in the upcoming year or two. So let's look at this deeper. You're looking for complementary skill sets. So let's say you own a law firm. You've built it up, you have a solid foundation of clients, and your messaging is clear, so the pipeline of clients continue to flow. You brought on a junior attorney, and you likely have a few new grads as law clerks. And you may even have a few paralegals, and things are going swimmingly. You also may have delegated some tasks to an assistant or some type of admin person, and you have that junior attorney providing lower tier services to clients. But you've hung on to the rest, and it's getting to be all a bit too much. You also want to create operational excellence in your business, so you can step out more often to focus on visibility, additional revenue streams, maybe write a book or open up a new location. And you've convinced yourself that the only way you can do that is to replicate yourself. People may have even said to you, just hire your mini-me. No, that's not the way. You can have time and energy to do those things without searching for your twin. Come on and I'll show you why cloning yourself is not really the answer. Inside the Leadership Lab programs, I teach a simple but very effective model for growing your team. I call it skill stacking. We start with hiring people to provide a core skill, one that the business needs in order to amplify results, meet client demand, and of course, boost your revenue. In keeping with the law firm story, these new team members would join you, bringing law clerk skills. Or you might hire a specific attorney who's had experience within an area of law that you already have a high demand for. Or they're bringing that expertise into an area of law that you want to create a demand for. Next, we would select people for specific cross-training opportunities that provide agility for your team. So this would look like secondary team members who can step in and take on tasks when someone is ill or on vacation, instead of it always being you. So think about that front desk person who also manages scheduling. If they're out on vacation for a few weeks, you'd better have someone who knows the scheduling software and the team member preferences and expertise areas in order to keep the client sessions flowing, as well as the intake of new clients linked quickly and correctly to the perfect person to care for them. Of course, having solid SOPs and templates would greatly improve this backup person's success as they cover for a team member who's out of the business. Next, as the person evolves within their role and continues to meet expectations, they can exceed those expectations by taking on value-add skills. These value-add skills can be anything that the business now requires and also continue to add agility to the team. An example would be an assistant who has learned how to leverage her understanding of your client needs and the local market to create outreach events and pop-up events in your brick and mortar to keep your current clients engaged and to also attract and develop new local partnerships and referrals. In-house marketing strategies that you would align to, but you personally don't have to execute and juggle all the details. So in each of these skill stacking examples, core, cross-training, and value add, it used to be you doing it all. You've grown to a point that it simply can't be you any longer. If you're like my clients, there are 3 things that you want to do. 1, move the operational tasks off of your work plan and give them to someone who is competent and who would enjoy, even thrive, doing these tasks. Number 2, impact revenue by having others who can deliver the services at the same level of quality and care that you would. And 3, feel more energized and creative so that you can step up more into business development, meaning build your personal brand and the business brand more effectively so that you're a household name and top of mind for anyone looking for the products and the services you and the team provide. Yeah, sound familiar? Sure it does. But hiring someone who looks like you, talks like you, thinks like you, and who has the exact life experience and work experience as you is not the answer. Okay, don't be upset with me. Hang on. How about this? Great hiring includes selecting someone who has specific work experience that you don't, and you know will greatly impact your business. Great hiring includes bringing on a person who will teach you and your team something. We've all seen it. A new team member arrives and suddenly you feel a shift, new momentum, and excitement about learning something new. That new hire has been able to share a fresh perspective, causing a wave right across the entire team. I've seen this ripple effect happen when hiring leadership positions as well as entry-level positions. I've also seen incredible insight being shared when the new team member comes from a different country, a different state, province, or territory, maybe even speaks other languages. They bring their different education experience or have a physical difference that gives them a very broad viewpoint. All of this diversity adds so much insight into how you will connect with your clients and customers on a deeper level. So, no need to clone yourself. The value this person brings is their competency and their differences. When I started today's episode, I mentioned the key to building a team that can support you as the business grows is to hire people who bring complementary skills. Here's what I mean by that. You can ease your workload when new hires bring a complementary skill set that closes gaps and makes your organization stronger. You now have the compound effect in your favor every day, and you'll start to feel more and more confident to step back. Why? Because these individuals think differently in terms of problem solving, and they bring their past experiences that will close the learning gap on your team. The variety of work experiences uplevels your team's ability to lead problem solving and changes the team's attitude towards fixing what's broken instead of tolerating it. You might be absolutely fantastic at what you do. Come on, you likely are. And yet think about how much better the outcome could be for your clients and your team when someone who has similar work experience as you do also brings recent and relevant, fresh tools, concepts, failures, and experiences to your business. Yeah, you'd be on fire for productivity and impact, and you could focus on other things the business and the team need you for. So let me reinforce this. When you hire people who have a broader life and work experience than you do, it ramps up the efficiencies because simply put, 2 heads are better than 1. You're not the backstop anymore for every little thing that can happen every single day. Nope. You'll feel like no problem is too big to overcome. Still not convinced to not hire your mini-me? Well, how about this? Undoubtedly, people are looking to work alongside a leader who's building a business that includes a chance for them to show up as themselves. You hear me describe this as being able to bring their whole selves to work each day. People don't want to compartmentalize their life and their work, have secrets about who they are, to simply fit in and have everyone like them. Having a team of people who went to a different school, lived in a different place, had a different upbringing, look differently than you do, and who, because of these differences, bring insider information about what your clients and customers would appreciate. Having someone who's more similar and familiar in culture to your clients and customers can dramatically improve your marketing, your service delivery, and even impact where you decide to open up a new location or shift into serving a new region. Imagine the confidence you'd have to launch something new or refine a product or service because you had this insider information about what would surprise and delight that target customer. So to recap, hiring your twin isn't the answer to your overwhelm and not being able to get past a revenue goal. Hiring that person or people who become a catalyst in your business is the answer. You'll find yourself referring to before they joined your team and after they joined because the impact is that big. Together, you're a powerhouse, able to lean head on into challenges, putting your head together to solve, overcome, and disrupt your industry. So as I leave you today, I'm asking you this. Are you ready to stop trying to hire your twin and instead hire someone who has complementary skills? I sure hope so. So why not take a moment right now to think about what skills would be complementary to yours? What gaps do you have right now that you know if you brought someone in who could hit the ground running and deliver those skills and experiences, it would greatly ramp up your productivity, the team's efficiencies, and naturally boost your revenues? What are those skills that you wish you had but don't want to go out and learn them and then master them? How can you speed up your impact by leveraging someone else's expertise that would blend nicely with yours and enable more clients and customers to be served at a high level? Got the list? Great. Your next step is to add those skills to your hiring strategy and then position yourself as the great career opportunity that I know you are. Which reminds me, have you downloaded our free guide yet? This extensive 15-page guide will help you leverage everything you've got to attract the very best candidates to come and join your team. It's a full-on free resource packed with proven strategies that you can apply right now. This guide will help you create a winning process for team growth that will become the foundation of expanding your capacity and your capabilities for years to come. Click on the link in the episode description or head on over to the website and get it and some other free resources we have over there for you too. StackingYourTeam.com. You know, leadership can be exciting, challenging, and lonely at times. So don't go it alone. Let me help you create the team and the leadership structure that you've been craving. So until next time, remember, if you have a dream, you need a team. So let's get stacking yours today.